This is the post-game press conference for the 2025 NCAA Division III Baseball Championship Series, Game 1 between Wisconsin-Whitewater and Messiah. Joining us from the Messiah University baseball team, head coach Phill Shallenberger, along with players Dustin Isanogle, Isaiah Parido, and Luke Ott. Coach, if you'd start, just give us your thoughts on today's game.
For sure. Well, this is the first time we've been in this on the losing end, so you guys are welcome to lighten up a little bit too with the baseball game. So, like we've talked about it as a group and a team, like this whole process of like whether we win or lose, like we're still out there competing in a way that is glorifying and honoring God. And yeah, we definitely got punched in the mouth today. They did not miss any mistakes that we made, and just whenever you leave pitches up in the zone, it's tough to keep an offense, any offense that's here, let alone an offense like that, at bay, especially with the wind soaring out like it was today a little bit. But they're just a really good hitting team, but for us, like, I mean, the ultimate purpose is like still just go out there and compete with everything we have every moment. Like, the amazing thing is like we talked about it this morning as a team. Just like one of the things we talked about was fighting for one more day, one more week, and like we're one of two teams that are competing on the final day of the year. And I don't like a loss. Like, yeah, that's tough, but because obviously we're here to compete and here to win, but. Our biggest purpose is to point people closer to Christ with the way we play and know that our identity is not found in whether we win or whether we lose. Like, we still get to rejoice in that. And I will say this is not the first time we've been here. Like, our championship series against York, we got punched in the mouth. We lost the first game, and we come back to beat them by double digits in the next two games. So a little bit different opponent here, Wisconsin-Whitewater, but like they're not a team that we can't come out here and compete with, and we know that. And so we had an opportunity to get some guys some valuable experience in the World Series. Like, every time I brought a new guy out, just kind of tell them, okay, don't take this for granted. We had 3 freshmen go out there today, and a sophomore get to pitch for the first time on the back end. So, like, getting that experience for those guys is just, like, you can't replace that. You can't replace that.
Questions for Coach or the players?
Yeah, Coach, you talked about just overcoming adversity, and you kind of shared a little bit what the message to the team was like. Are you highlighting bright spots when you go back into the clubhouse? I mean, obviously it's a tough loss, but helping your hitters kind of get back out there because they got to go tomorrow. Yeah,
I mean, we do have a really good offense, and again, we've been shut down before and have bounced back, and so like, hitting is a difficult thing to do. It is not easy, and some days pitchers have it, and some days they don't. Some days, like, one guy hits, some days they don't. And like, the biggest thing for us is just like remembering that we're out there competing for each other, no matter the circumstance. Like, it's so hard for us, like, as competitors, to like be okay with losing. And we're not okay with like not playing our best or trying to work to get better. But for us, like, I mean, we had some really good swings, and I think just like getting to this experience is going to allow us just to come back and be better tomorrow and reset and enjoy tonight together as a team, but prepare to come out and make some adjustments that we need to. We'll talk as a team, but the biggest thing is just keep playing for a bigger purpose for us.
Coach, just the fact that your conference tournament, the MAC Commonwealth tournament, is 2 best-of-3 series, right? Does that help you going into tournament? You went, like you said, you went down 0-1 in that championship series before.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely does. I mean, it just proves that we're never out of it. We've been talking about the whole year of like championship teams that win championships don't go through this without getting punched in the mouth. And we were kind of punched in the mouth, not like we were today, like going down runs early in the last couple games. But like, I think reminding these guys that God has given us these gifts to come out here and compete at a high level, and the fact that we're here, we're here for a reason, and that we keep surrendering that, not allowing the outcomes of the game dictate that. But like, for us, like, playing those games early in the year, realizing that we can lose and still come back and win too, right? Like, I mean, we've swept how many doubleheaders this year, right? Like, plenty. So it's not like we can't come out here and do that tomorrow. having two good arms coming out tomorrow and a fully loaded bullpen still, I feel pretty confident about our ability to come out there and compete tomorrow.
Dustin talked about probably the happiest we've seen a coach come in after a loss. How does that affect the team in the dugout, just sort of keeping the team loose?
Right. I mean, as we kind of talk about a lot, we're playing for a higher purpose than just winning baseball games. I mean, our biggest purpose that Coach Phill just reiterates all the time is that, how can we use baseball as a vessel for the kingdom, and how can we glorify God with our play? And even though we take a loss like this, we still get to come out here tomorrow. Our season's not done yet, right? And we know that, right? We got our number one going tomorrow, and we feel really good about it. And we can just put this one behind us, and we know that. And if we dwell on today and the mistakes we made today, how are we ever going to be ready for tomorrow? And I think that's the whole team mindset. We all know that, even if we come out and do, lose again tomorrow, we played for a purpose that was bigger than ourselves. We went further than anyone thought we could. And it's just such a blessing to be able to play for Coach Phill.
Dustin, can I ask a question from your catcher perspective?
Yeah.
Obviously, Whitewater hit a bunch of everything today, but what sorts of things were they? What sorts of pitches were they getting their big hits on, or is it just all over the park?
I mean, especially early on in the game, they did a really good job of staying on the off speed, and it took me a little bit to notice that because our pitcher Dan Knight throws a sinker and a slider. We get up early, we get the slider in the zone, they'd take it, but it feels like when they got the two strikes, they just put really good swings on the off speed. I don't know how much I want to change my approach. I think it was more just location, late in counts. We cannot throw that good of a pitch. We got to put it more in the dirt, see longer counts. But like you said, that team, they when we put it in the zone, they hit it. So hats off to them. Got to make an adjustment tomorrow.
Luke, pretty good day at the plate. Talk about your approach with the bat.
Just trying to be aggressive up there, but I was struggling a little bit on defense, and I almost got out of it a little bit, but some of the guys straightened me out when I came back in the dugout, and I was able to gather my bearings and just trying to pass the torch at the plate and hand it off to the next guy. But got a fastball down the middle and was able to hit that one out, but all glory to God.
Isaiah, hitting in that leadoff spot, how important is it for you tomorrow in Game 2 to try and get some things going early for this offense?
Yeah, just being able to see pitches, get late into counts, and setting the table, setting the tone kind of that first at-bat. I just thought I was a little amped up today. Obviously, it's a World Series, so that first at-bat wasn't very good. Two pitches, I both rolled them over about 60 miles an hour, so coming out tomorrow, just being able to control my thoughts, pray about it, and coming out and being more relaxed and just calming down a little bit more at the leadoff spot. I didn't really think I did very well, kind of setting the tone for us today, so coming in tomorrow and just making an adjustment and coming out and getting the job done. So
Isaiah, might some of that be you were leading off the game today? Tomorrow you're leading off the bottom half of the first inning? Does that maybe change that?
no, I don't think that's ever. I hate waiting around. So I do enjoy leading off at the top of the first. But no, I just think, it's the biggest stage, D3, and I was just amped up and couldn't really control it. So I just didn't really have great at bats today.
Luke, can you share? You said your teammates helped straighten you out.
Yeah.
Whether it's you or somebody else, what do you guys say to each other to kind of get you to refocus?
First and foremost, our identity's not found in this game. We're playing for a bigger purpose, and that's bringing others closer to Christ. And especially wearing Messiah across our chest, there's no reason for me to have a bad attitude and be down about myself. And we've got a great family of guys, and everyone's just so uplifting. It's bigger than the game.
And one of the things too, that this team does such a good job of embracing conflicts, like being okay with holding each other accountable. That's what spurs each other on. It's okay to hold each other accountable, and I think that's why we're here. And so when guys are like, honestly, like Dusty kind of ripped into Luke a little bit in the dugout of like, what's pouting going to do for us, right? And so I'll be honest and transparent on what happened in that dugout. But like with that being said, like I mean that's a great like leadership moment for Dustin and a great like leadership moment for Luke of embracing and accepting that. Like he could have just went into a hole and shut down, and he didn't. In fact, he like responded with 2 hits, and like that's what makes this team great. Is like they expect and they want each other to hold each other accountable, whether that's in baseball or life. Like the enemy works in isolation, and if we're trying to do this alone, we're not going to get very far. And being able to do that together as a team and sharpen each other is what allows us to keep growing, keep getting better. Like I said, this didn't peak today, but like we were peaking at the end of the season, and like we're ready to come back out tomorrow for that. And again, like Wisconsin-Whitewater is just a tremendous team, and they've been here how many years straight now, and so like their experience with this is the first time we've got to experience this, and we're in the final 2. Like it's amazing, and being able to be in the situation to actually come out and have a chance to win is pretty cool tomorrow. But it doesn't happen without these guys holding each other accountable, but also like embracing being able to be held accountable is important too.
Final questions? Gentlemen, thank you so much. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you, guys.
And a reminder, tomorrow's game begins at 11 a.m. and the stadium will close tonight at 6:25.